three times. You already know who it is. One of the hardest working people out here, but I still want to talk to y'all because I love sneakers just like y'all do. Is none other than the chef, aka Wings912 on IG. That is WINGZZ912 on Instagram. You're looking at me. We got a shoe review, but we got some sneaker talk too. You know what I'm saying? And understand, I had a long day, tired, but we got some info and some banging information. You know what I'm saying? That I want to go get out there. Plus, I want something out. Plus, there's another topic that I kind of want to discuss and touch on real quick and see how people feel. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get it all out the way. If this is your first time, please go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell, stay tuned and tapped in, hit that thumbs up, you know what I mean, keep me in the algorithm, and more importantly, if you feel like you want to say something, give me a comment, man. I'm listening, I'm out here, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. Shout out to the Breakfast Club, the one and only homies, the Goonies, the squad. Yeah, we've been doing things. This particular review, only one other person hit. Shout out to Dylan, you know what I mean, the homie, you know what I mean, but it's crazy. We still putting work in, still getting things done. And with this particular sneaker news, I know we're going to try to do numbers tomorrow. I guess I'll start with, I don't want to call it a downer topic, but you know what I mean? It's one of the low points in sneaker culture, you know what I'm saying? These brands, our favorite sneaker brands, you know what I mean? When they do collaborations with certain people, they put their reputation on the line. And that matters a ton because of the simple fact that if these collaborators go through certain situations, that has a reflection upon our favorite brands because we do business with them, you know what I mean? And right now, Nike is on the hot seat. And the reason why I say they're on the hot seat because we all know they do a lot of good collaborations, and you know they try to make sure that they give a thorough background check and you know make sure that they are doing business with good people of quality ethics. I'll say that much, you know what I'm saying? And you see I got in my legal jargon bag, but I'm saying that for a reason. The shoe that has been going around right now and is going up for raffle is none other than the Tom Sachs, you know what I mean, 3.0, you know what I mean? And a lot of people are up in arms about this particular release. I am very disturbed because of the simple fact that in 2023, Tom Sachs was hit with allegations of workplace harassment, and we all know that he runs things and he is of a position of power. And part of those allegations, sexual harassment, was on the, you know what I mean, included, and that's just not good. That's disgusting, you know what I mean? It's not one of them things that you really want associated with your favorite brands, you know what I'm saying? Now, understand, this is 2023, you know what I mean? We are in 2025. Nike knew this, they severed ties, but yet and still we are getting this shoe. Now, like, I'm saying this in two different efforts in two different lanes. The one thing is like a lot of people want to sit up there and be up in arms and say, oh, well, the shoe was already made. They couldn't do nothing but sell the shoe. And that's bullshit. You know what I mean? We all know about the 4th of July Air Max 1s, you know what I mean? When people went up in arms about Betsy Ross and the whole nine and how Nike destroyed the shoe. Not only that, with personal knowledge of Nike and the materials that they use, Nike makes sure that they strategically have made a way that their materials can be recycled and turned into other, you know what I mean, other pairs of shoes, you know what I mean, and be reused again. So with that being said, I don't feel that this shoe should have come out, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, as much of a sneakerhead I am, a lot of things slip through the cracks. This shoe wasn't on my radar. It's just the simple fact that in 2023, Tom Sachs was allegedly canceled. They cut ties with him, you know what I mean? Now, mind you, the hype builds as the shoe is about to release. So with this coming in the last couple weeks and now seeing EQL raffles, it's like, what the hell, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, I'm very, very shocked, you know what I mean? I feel like this kind of went under the radar because there's been a ton of hype and great, amazing stories with the shoe releases that Nike has been doing. However, I feel with the quality of ethics that Nike is deciding to bet their brand on, in a sense, by doing this collaboration, Nike has distributors, and it's very, very telling and kind of hurtful in a sense because these retailers that carry Nike products are under contract, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta believe there's nothing in the contract about ethics and, you know what I mean, the quality of ethics of collaboration, so on and so forth. So with that being said, me being a sneakerhead and owning pairs of shoes, like say for instance the 8 year Jordan 3s, you know what I mean, that was based on and supporting of mothers, hearing that they have to distribute a shoe, you know what I mean, by a guy that had workplace allegations with sexual harassment involved, is like, that's ill, you know what I mean? And it's like, it kind of makes you look at Year differently, you know what I mean? Because of the simple fact that, yes, you do your collaborations based off of certain things, and you move in a certain way, you know what I mean? Totally understood, but this shoe right here, I feel like Nike should have, like, if they wanted to stand on 10 with this one, they should have sat up there and just distributed this through sneakers, you know what I mean, and did a draw. For them to kind of put this in, you know what I mean, put this, I guess, negative stigma on other, you know what I mean, other companies that are doing business with them is kind of ill, kind of shady to me. I feel some sort of way, I can't lie, you know what I mean? I'm really looking at Nike in a whole different light, you know what I'm saying? Already been saying I'm coming to a situation to where I'm already like not really buying as many Nikes as such, because of me holding, you know what I mean, so many pairs that I've wanted for so long. So right now at this point, I'm just really kind of feeling some sort of way and calling Nike's ethics into question. Anytime a signed athlete, I'm just going to say player, but a signed athlete goes left, it goes off the rail, Nike separate. You know what I mean? Bottom line, you know what I'm saying? But capitalism, you know what I mean, it's very, very ill, you know what I mean? So if y'all are going for them, cool, but it's too much on that shoe that's negative, that's just not necessary. I'll skip past that, man. But all right, now like just more on to something that's better that we want to talk about. And everybody has been looking at Cactus Plant Flea Market because they are dropping SB Dunks, and they are coming with full force, and it's crazy. So the information that I have for you is they're coming in 3 colorways. The retail price is $155, and they drop tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will put the link is down below in the information. I really hope y'all look at this. This is crazy, because if you don't, I don't know what else to tell you, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? A lot of people don't have sourceful information. They might just hear it. There's certain things here and there. But I'm telling you, you can go look at the shoe, preview it, 3 colorways. They're all kind of funky. You know what I'm saying? And good luck to everybody, you know what I mean? Hopefully I hit, somebody in the Breakfast Club pretty much will hit, and you know what I'm saying? We're gonna work something out and have that shoe. It's crazy, man, because it has, like, Travis Scott has been having them. They've had all kind of different launches and different events and everything, but now it's time to get the world this shoe, and everybody will be waiting. I'll be at work, but I'm gonna figure this out some way, somehow, man. You know how it goes. Gotta pull it off. Now, the reason that we're here, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, I had to get that off my chest, you know what I'm saying? We are here to review a shoe. This shoe snuck out a couple weeks ago, and it came out in multiple colorways. Some things are regional. They had 3 colorways for the US. They had black and red, and they had this like kind of navy-ish cobalt blue, you know what I mean, colorway, and then they had a white and metallic silver. And through all the madness and of course, you know, the body and everything, I still kind of snagged a pair for us to look at. I'm not going to do too much more small talk. You know how we rock and get into the box. Cream, you know what I mean? Nike SB, you see it? My bad. Colors read white, metallic, silver, and white. And I present to you the Supreme Nike SB Dunk Low. White, metallic, silver. And yes, yes, yes. I know y'all see it. Oh. Yeah. Now that we got them in hand, let's get into them. This year, Nike and Supreme collab for SB Dunk, and it had 3 particular colors, but this one that we're looking at is the white and metallic silver. We have an all white leather upper with the 3M check, and I like that detail. It's pretty cool. And then we have the 94 embroidered on the heel for the start or when Supreme went on sale. When it comes to the tongue, you have the all white tongue with the silver Nike SB logo. And then on the heel, you have the Nike embroidered in silver as well. On the midsole, it's all white with the Supreme stamp. And then when you look to the outer sole, it has that nice ghost gray. All right, so boom. Y'all already know Nike and Supreme have a great history, done a lot of collabs, so on and so forth. The most recent ones that I remember and that I think I own, you know what I'm saying? Nike SB Blazer, somewhere in this house, you know what I mean? Then we had the Ramble Z High and Low, you know what I mean? Had that review. And now we are here with just the basic SB Dunk, you know what I mean? A couple different colorways, and Nike did their thing, you know what I mean? As always for Supreme, and Supreme added their little touches, and you know what I mean? Gave it the flavor, you know what I mean? But you know how we do. Let's get into pros and cons of this shoe. It is an all white leather upper, very, very good leather, you know what I mean? I love this leather. Feels very great to touch. You got the 3M swoosh, that's fire. I love that touch and detail. I did not know that when I looked at the shoe and copped it, you know what I mean? On the tongue, you have the Nike SB in the silver, and also on the heel, you have that same silver, which is dope, and it matches this 94 that sits on the heel right here, which is the year that Supreme opened, you know what I mean? As always, Supreme tag with the dual branding, and then not only that, but you got the all red insoles with the dual branding as well. The nice little touch that I like on the midsole is the Supreme stamp, and it has it on the inner and outer midsole. Pretty fly. And then you have this wolf gray outer sole, you know. They give you the alternate laces of the wolf gray, you know what I mean, just in case you want to switch it up and get a little spicy and a little funky. Timing is a little different, I won't lie. Dropping these in September is very odd, like August, September, you know what I mean? I feel like maybe if they'd have dropped these in the spring, you know what I mean, would have hit a little bit harder because we would have seen these out a lot more, but I'm pretty sure people will sit on these. And yeah, it's not bad. It's a nice shoe. When it comes to sizing, it's true to size. When it comes to SB Dunks, stick to what you know. Don't even, you know what I mean, get curious. Try to switch it up. It's the usual, you know what I mean? As far as resale goes on this shoe, these are like 150, you know what I mean? Resale is hovering close to 200. I feel as time goes on, of course, these will go up, you know what I'm saying? People will have moments where they want this shoe. Possibly next summer, it'll be a little bit crazier, you know what I mean? But right now, ain't too far off from resale. You could put something into it and go ahead and grab them if you missed them and you want these. And yeah, nice little quick collab, nothing major, nothing like hype-ish. You know what I mean? People, of course, just because it's Supreme, the colorways and the funky colors, yeah, they did something, but this is clean, classic, and undefeated, man. You can't go too wrong. You can't go wrong with this. You know what I mean? Like I said, I really like the heel with the embroidery of the silver without the black outline. That's pretty cool, but this is cool. And that 3M is crazy. I'm sorry, but that is definitely gonna be grabbing attention. You know what I mean? So you know, do what you will with this information. But yeah, it's not a bad shoe, man. I feel like a lot of people got these. It wasn't easy, but yeah, they did their thing. You know what I mean? So let's go and get into the chefs. Let me give you one more look at these. Oof, not bad. Yeah. All right, so when it comes to the Nike SB Supreme Dunk Low, these are, you know what I mean? I'm giving these an 8, all colorways all the way through. At the end of the day, it's a cool shoe, Supreme. You know what I mean? It's not really crazy, you know what I mean? I just like the simplicity and the execution of this. It's not bad at all. And it's just fly. This is something I know I would definitely be rocking during the summer. I keep a couple off. I keep a couple all white shoes around, you know what I mean? Summertime, you never know. So, you know what I mean? It's not a bad shoe, and I feel like this is something I think I might grab because I don't have white SB. Yes, I do. I have the tight boots, and it's 3M on them already. Decisions. I don't know. But how do you feel about these? You know what I mean? Is it worth an 8? Get down below in the comments. Let me know something. You know what I mean? Holla at me. As always, I appreciate y'all tapping in, showing love. You know how I feel. Keep your circle tight and positive, you know what I mean? Keep everybody, you know what I mean? Just encourage, you know what I mean? Spread love with your loved ones. It ain't that hard. You know what I'm saying? That energy will return to you, you know what I mean? Just gotta do the right thing, stick to it, you know what I mean? You know how I feel about things though. Stay hydrated, stay focused, stay hustling, stay low, but more importantly, stay out the way. Mind the business that pays you. Helps me, you know what I mean? Been pretty successful doing it. And by any means, keep them sneakers clean, yo. You already know the motto. Before you go pay resale, come here and get them details. And if we catch you lacking, understand that we snatching. It's not a game. You're not playing. Fourth quarter, baby. Let's get to it, man.